I lied to my parents. Part 1. Growing up, my parents were the kind of people who knew everything I did before I even did it. Small town, small school, big expectations. I was the good daughter. Straight A's, piano recitals, church on Sundays. My parents aren't strict in the yelling kind of way, but they expect perfection like it's the bare minimum. And honestly, I used to think they were right. Then I met Leo. He was in my AP history class. Messy hair, sarcastic comments, the kind of guy who walked slow in the halls like time didn't matter. He wasn't trying to be anyone. And for the first time, someone actually saw me, not just the version my parents polished. We started texting, then hanging out, and soon, it felt like he was the only person I could breathe around. But my parents wouldn't approve. Not because Leo was bad, but because he wasn't on track. He had a part-time job, didn't care about college yet, and came from a family that wasn't on the committee for anything. So I didn't tell them. Every time I went out with Leo, I said I was studying with Lauren or working on yearbook layouts. It felt wrong at first, but also kind of thrilling. The more time I spent with him, the more I questioned everything. Why did I care so much about my GPA? Was I doing any of this for me, or just to keep being the version of myself they approved of? One night we sat in his car, and I told him I felt like I didn't even know who I was without their rules. He said, maybe it's time to find out. Last weekend, Leo asked if I wanted to go to a concert with him, 2 towns over, on a school night. I knew if I asked, the answer would be no. But I also knew I wanted to go more than anything. It wasn't about the music, it was about choosing something for myself for once. So I lied. I told my parents I was sleeping over at Lauren's for a group project. They smiled and reminded me to be respectful and careful and keep my phone charged. I nodded and packed a bag. As Leo pulled up to my street that night, I felt this mix of guilt and adrenaline swirling in my chest. Then, I stepped outside and shut the door behind me. Subscribe for part 2.